straight from that motherfucking underground. Where's my crown? Hey, you can keep it, my nig. Ball fade, motherfucker, ain't with that hoe ass shit. All you groupie ass bitches and you goofy ass hoes. I don't chase now, duck. You can act for show. If it ain't about dough, don't wanna hear no more. I ain't about to get excited about no rundown hoe. If you come into my room, you best be game to fuck. Wanna talk and wanna cuddle, I wanna play with your butt. I'm a nasty ass nigga, call me sleazily. Bitch, this dick good plus disease free, believe me. I'm cleaner than the board of health. Strap the rubber on right, cause I do it myself. I don't trust now, bitch, might puncture the strap. Give a nigga gonorrhea, alphabets or the claps. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get shows. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get chose. G's up, pussy niggas sit back down. They got bitches in the club, but I ain't gon' hound. Round after round, sippin' on my wet rosé. I could drop about a stack, but I ain't gon' pay. Ain't no way, bitch, I rep UGK. Yellow bones, I bone, and that's all I say. I got a old school freak, she can make the peach ski. Hit the pussy every week, yeah, she fuck up my sheets. I got a thick brown bucker with a hairy asshole. Big juice ass titties, nipples show through her clothes. Got me a snow, and she like to take dick slow. Let me bust it in the mouth, be a nose in the throat. Y'all hoes by the see by me. Shit the way that I spit, exactly how it be. I ain't popping out scenes, ho, I ain't Spike Lee. I'm a motherfucking G from that PAT. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get shows. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get chose. Old swaggerless snacker pussy ass nigga. He be tricking with them hoes, use a rookie ass nigga. Have a nerve to try to talk about a G like me, knowing goddamn well I'm who you wanna be. I see y'all boys is weak. When you see me in them streets, bitch, don't try and speak. When I'm flipping in my motherfucking SUV, I keep an automatic cop right next to me. Stop stressing me, I don't owe y'all shit. Take a motherfucking hit and raise off of my dick. See you watching ass niggas, little watch my juice. Wanna see how I feel to put your feet in my shoes, but make one false move, you be making the news. Leave your pussy ass bloody, whoop battered and bruised. I earned mine, nigga, she got the right to choose. Fuck with him, you just lost. With me, you can't lose. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get shows. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get chose. Got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get shows. I got my wrist on chill and my neck piece froze. Straight biz, I could have any one of these hoes. Heavy stars in my clothes, fresh kicks on my toes. Real players don't chase, real players get shows. Now who's up, bitch? Now who's up, bitch? Now choose up, bitch. Now who's up?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Give me a motherfucking thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you could hear me, man. Holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear. Okay, I see one thumbs up. Texas Flanagan say he hear a nigga loud and clear. Zay Sanchez, he finally hear me loud and clear. So it's going down in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, shout out to Deb's Head for running that record over there, and the homie Chief. What how you say his name? Chief Keef or whatever? T Keef. I think his name is T Keef. He gave me a hell of a reaction to the song, and I appreciate that. Also, I want to say I appreciate everybody who supported Tria Gear this week. It really means a lot, you know what I'm saying, to have to go to the post office on Saturday mornings and get it off after so many years. It's really a blessing, and I really appreciate that. But look, one thing I seen earlier before we get off into the content, I'm trying to understand. I went by Wendy's, and I seen that Wendy's had a special, or I don't know if it's just something they do on a regular, but they had 50 nuggets. That's right, 50, 50, 50 nuggets, 50 nuggets for $12. Now, to me, I'm thinking 50 nuggets of what? How can you sell 50 nuggets for $12? What is them nuggets? Now, if I had chicken nuggets, you did real chicken nuggets, I'm not gonna give you 50 of my chicken nuggets for no goddamn $12. For one, I'm gonna cut you some big old nice pieces of chicken nugget. Your chicken nugget's gonna be about, let me see. You see that? Can you see that? Yeah, your chicken nugget gonna be like, yeah, see, you see how big that is? That's how your chicken nugget gonna be, fool. Your chicken nugget gonna be about that big. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna give you 50 of them hoes for how much? I don't know. I have to cut that dope. I have to cut that dope up and then go from there. I have to cut that dope up and then go from there. But Zay said it might be some pork nuggets. Damn it, man. Pork nuggets. That shit sound good. Now that's pork skin. But nah, man, 50 nuggets for $12. I ain't ever buying that shit because I don't know what the fuck that shit is in there. Man, here's some other shit I ran across just a minute ago while I was wrapping up, coming in here about to get on. I was on Instagram and I seen it was a video of, and the caption said, "Parents caught son secret account." I guess they found some kind of secret account he had where he had videos. It probably was a OnlyFans or some shit, right? But on the videos, it was him doing uh sugary activity. It was him doing sugary activity. And when his parents confronted him about it, he was proud of it. You know what I'm saying? He was proud of it. And it's disturbing to me, uh, the youth these days. Not only is that disturbing to me, um, something that took place earlier also, I saw a guy named THF, I believe, out of Chicago. Now, the video footage, from what I recognized, was this 30-year-old rapper. I believe he was from Chicago. He's supposed to be down with Young Dirk or Lil Dirk them or whatever. And so he walking with his gal and two children. Now, why he walking with these two children and his gal? His life is snuffed right from under him, just like that, in the blink of an eye. Man, let me drink my tea with my left hand because I can't get my goddamn words out. Mm. His life is taken from him in the blink of an eye. Let's think about that. How many times have you got with your girl, told your kids that you were gonna go take them to McDonald's or whatever you were gonna go do? You know, your plans, your mere plans, your future plans, which is like supposedly a few minutes away. This has happened for us countless amount of times. But this man, this young man, 30 years old, don't know what he was into, but if he was living that lifestyle, I got an idea. He probably just told them, we gonna do X, Y, and Z. He just got them from the daycare or whatever. And they kids, they feel protected. They feel like my daddy is around. But here comes some kind of karma or retaliation or some kind of state, and he's shot 7 times. Now, what really hurt me and fucked my mind up is the children and the woman was standing right in the midst of this shit. They wasn't far off. They was all in the same circumference, meaning they were walking together. You did? You did? So they was walking together, talking together as a family unit. And the devil sent one of his demons, snatched that man's life from him in the midst of them children, in the midst of that woman. I'm saying so close that this hail of bullets could have struck either one of them. But I guess it did hit its intended target. That's very traumatizing for us to even witness so far away from it, so far removed from it, is very traumatizing. But can you imagine those children who probably now about 5 or 6, don't know their ages, but they look like, you know what I'm saying, under 10. Can you imagine the nightmare they're gonna have of seeing their daddy mowed down right next to them? Do you know the trauma that that's gonna cause them children to have that memory haunt them their whole life? The sound of the gunshots, the screams, the peeling, screeching sound of the tires burning off. These babies is gonna have these nightmares for the rest of their life. And it wasn't a hooded male with a pointed hat and a white sheet get out the car. It appeared to be another young black male who relentlessly took this man's life with a hell of a bullet. No remorse. No, maybe I shouldn't because he got his wife and his kids with him. Just full on mowed this man down. God bless his soul. I don't know what travesties or trauma that he's responsible for, but to go out like that, I wish this shit wasn't reality. I wish this shit was more of a movie, but it's some people reality. God bless those kids. Ease their pain. Bless that woman. And I hope that their future is way brighter than their present situation that they just experienced. I hope to God that that's the case. But what we're here to do today, man, is this right here. Let me get to it. It is me. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all remember that video? Let me stop showing my age. Man, let me talk to my motherfucking self. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can talk to myself. I can't talk. Yeah, okay, so let's get it on, man. This is what it is, man. What we coming to do tonight, man, we coming to talk about this situation. And being able to talk about this situation, dog, here's the deal. With this podcasting commentary type shit, speaking on celebrity issues and other people issues, it's about the perception. It's about the interpretation and how tuned in you are with these people business. You dig? Meaning, did you dig deep to look into these people business? Or did you just see the surface of it and coming to report it on your Triocast or your podcast? So this is how we get off into this conversation. The conduct of Monique, some people say, and this is all stemming from Club Shay Shay Shannon Sharp interview with Monique, the female comic and actress, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say that I got love for Monique. I always did. But we're gonna get off into this here. So this stemming from her conversation and her bringing up the gripes that she have with certain celebs and industry people that y'all see on the thumbnail. So some people would like to say, why don't Monique take her little lick on the chin and keep on moving? Do y'all, if anybody listening right now, let me know. Do y'all think that's what she should do? Take her little licks that they gave her in the industry and keep on moving and stop talking about it? Do anybody feel that way? Let me know in the chat. Because somebody feel like, Monique, if you feel you've been wronged, maybe you should just go on, take that shit and just keep it moving and stop griping about it. Well, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that person. I feel that if my mama struck me with a extension cord and I reacted how I reacted, I don't think nobody who did not get hit with that extension cord should tell me how I should squirm, scream, or react to being hit with that motherfucking extension cord. Say Sanchez say, I really don't know much about her. Okay, kick back with that Modelo and let me fill you in. Monique is a comic that then starred on sitcoms, uh, plenty movies, plenty appearances on different types of shows and whatnot, and she does stand up. She's very sweet. She's more of a heavier black woman. She's very sweet, but she gets to the point. She really know how to talk that shit. She from Baltimore, so she know how to talk that shit, but she classy with it. Let me see. Deb's head say it's time for some retribution. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Retribution. It's time for some retributions. It's time for some stone cold retributions. Now it's time for some motherfucking get back. It's time for some retribution. But we're gonna get on off into it. So another one of the gripes is, let's go ahead and address this first one. They say take your lick and keep it moving and just shut up and go away. Nah, it's time for some retribution, like motherfucking Deb's head say. You see what I'm saying? So here's another thing they griping about. They saying that her and her husband shouldn't be so close and him representing her the way he does. Now, to me, that's pure cockamamie. That's telling me that systematically society have made man and woman as a power couple, as a team, appear to be where folks want to view that as that should be divided. Man, don't you know we wish we could see more couples on the same page together. But society has split that for the black power couple so often ever since uh we can date back when they broke the families up. So here it is now that's been put into place for so many years that now we don't even recognize that love and connection and combination of the two people locking in together. We rather see division. We rather single them out. And I'm gonna tell you why. You see, a house divided is easily to fall. When you got a team, you got to come up with a strategy to defeat a team. But when you got an individual, that's more of an easier task. You could put a few people in position, boom, and make that individual fall. But when you got two minds working together in unison, in sync, and they got their own team, now you got to kind of fall back and put your play together. So, how could I say? I would like to say that that power couple seems to be a threat to some people. And some people, speaking specifically, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I heard in one of the conversations she was having that she wanted to speak to Tyler Perry again to get apology. We'll get into why he needed to apologize. But he wanted to speak to her. He went on and agreed that he'd speak to her, right? But he said only without a husband present. What the fuck? So you want to speak to her and apologize to her, but you don't want that man there. You don't want that manly energy there when you're a motherfucking man. That right there, folks, tell me something is very wrong with Mr. Perry. Because no real man wants to talk to a motherfucking woman, no matter the situation. A real man would rather talk to the motherfucker. Let me give you a for instance. If I've ever had an issue with a woman or a child, I bypass them seeking a motherfucking male, seeking a man to look eye to eye and speak directly to. I don't talk to fucking children and women. If there's an issue at hand, nigga, where is the man? You see, back in the day when people used to do what you call cold call. Cold call means I wasn't invited, but I'm damn sure round here. You ain't know nothing about it, but goddamn it, nigga, I'm down here. And I'm knocking on your motherfucking door. But when somebody answer, I'ma say, is the man of the house present? You see? I'm not gonna say, is the woman of the house here? I'm gonna say, is the man of the house present? So I can speak to him. But like Dev's head say, Tyler Perry want to show up as Medea. That's why okay, Dev's head, you got it. Damn it, man. See, I didn't figure it out. I didn't figure it out. He don't want the husband showing up because he gonna show up as Medea. That's what the fuck going on. But now she is absolutely correct to stand down with her motherfucking man and her man with her. This is how could I say? This is a display that we haven't seen publicly and I don't know when. Most of the time, somebody's too shy. The dynamic of both being able to speak well and represent the two on the same page. See, most of the time, people are looking for in. What you mean, he? People are looking for entryways. See, most of the time you got a dynamic of two people together, but maybe somebody is the weaker link. That way they can be easily infiltrated. But when you got two people together and they on the same motherfucking page, can't infiltrate. That's why you want to divide it. So you can say, okay, Monique gonna be the weaker vessel. So maybe I can tear her down and get my way. Maybe I can cave her in and have her see it my way. When in actuality, we're gonna get into what took place from my point of view, X, D, and Y. Let me see. Medea might fight Monique. Yeah, that nigga there might be in character and try to fight old Mo. But yeah, so here it is. They want to divide Mo from her husband, but I feel like that's where her power lies. I don't know her husband. I don't know them as a couple. I don't know nothing about their relationship besides a few things that people mentioned when I said I like the power dynamic of the two. They spoke about her allowing him to have a side bitch. And let's be realistic right now, folks. Let's just be realistic. Your woman can't really let you do nothing. A man do whatever the fuck he wanna do. But at the same time, when a man have a down ass woman, be it his wife or his gal or his broad or his bitch, whatever it is, she's numero uno. And out of respect, a nigga might pull her to the table and say, look out, I got some fresh fish on the grill. I'm really thinking that I'm gonna go and touch this here and tap up on it, you know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. Now, if you really, truly 100% gonna be devastated by this, you ain't gonna be able to make a comeback by this. I might refrain. But the way it's looking, mama, I'm gonna wind up putting some dick on this bitch. You know what I mean? You can be present if you want. Now you ain't got to do nothing outside of what you know what I'm saying. You ain't got to do nothing. But if you want to be there, you can be there. You can see how much dick I put on her. You can see how she suck it. You know what I mean? And all that type of shit. But baby, I'm trying to tell you, baby, this shit liable to go down. You know what I'm saying? This shit, the way it's feeling, this shit is liable to go down. Now, what are your thoughts? Oh, why you gonna do this to me? Would you rather me just hide it from you and go cheat? You know what I'm saying? But that's what women do. That's what women do. Women keep that motherfucking secret to their deathbed. You dig? But that's their motherfucking business. We built different. If I got a woman that I love and I really respect, and I feel like, boom, I done met a bad motherfucker that I want, hey, say, man, look here, baby, I want to knock this bitch down, you know what I mean? I only feel like this, I get frisky like this here maybe 3 times out the year. You ain't got to expect this shit on no every month to month type basis. This shit might happen once a month, once every 2-3 months. This shit might happen 3 times a year. Or hey man, I might be so focused on my goddamn career and get my paper together, I might not ever come at you with this type of shit again. You hear me? But where we at right now, this is where we at, mama. What we gonna do about it? So what Monique does, Monique supposedly, this is hearsay, allows a man to have a side bitch. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I'll tell you why. Most men are gonna cheat anyway. You hear me? It's just in our nature. Most men are gonna cheat anyway. I don't remember who put it like this here, but they phrased it like this here. A man can mate with multiple women and impregnate them. But a woman can only be pregnant one time. At one time for 9 months. But a man can go and multiply. There's a reason that dynamic is like that. Now, I'm not trying to use that as an excuse to be a low down, dirty motherfucker, but I'm just saying, sometimes, why can't we be upfront? You know, if my woman came and told me, baby, look, they got this dude, I want to fuck him, this and that and that, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to say, you know what, baby? I appreciate you. Now, allow me to figure out my next move. But you go on over there and get fucked. But I ain't never fucking with you ever again on no king and queen level. I will fuck on you. Get me? I will get some more that could go. It just depends. But no, I won't have you sitting in a queen's position because that's not the way a queen conducts herself. But does a king conduct himself that way? Yes. Is it a double standard? Yes. Did I create the standard? No. Will I follow the standard? Yeah. Lord, forgive me. Or maybe he intended it to be that way. You did? I don't know. I'm just a little DNY from motherfucking Port Arthur, Texas. Don't put these heavy ass questions on me. But she allowed him to have him some fun inside the marriage. And I think that's clever. I think that's clever. Because I knew a lot of married men, homeboys of mine coming up, and it appeared that they had good wives. Now, one of the niggas I knew, that nigga wife wasn't worth shit. You hear me? One of the niggas, shit, nigga, take it to the dumpster. Yeah, nigga. Take that bitch to the dumpster. You know what I mean? Hey, Dev's head said we're gonna turn it into a cage match. Yeah, him and his bra gonna turn that shit into a cage match. And it comes in time with maturity. You know what I mean? You might not be on that type of level. Don't get me wrong. I ain't no big old freak now. I've had couple, two women at one time, maybe let's see, one, two, probably about three times, probably about four times, probably about five times. Okay, but I'm not no big old freak. Like, yeah, when I was younger, yeah, we participated in the whole train thing and everything. But I realized doing that, 5, 10 times, I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be standing no line shaking my Johnson waiting on some used to go. How that look? You know what I mean? Why are you so anxious? You standing in line, you about fifth in line, and boys over there jackrabbiting and banging and slamming and you still excited. I'm cool. Unless you just ain't never had none. You trying to wait your turn to get that there. You know what I mean? You shit, you ain't able to talk up on none. You don't even know the combination on getting none. So here you is in the line about to get you some free stuff that you ain't even gotta say one word about, but just have a hard Johnson and jump in the bed and get you something. So I can understand that. But no, I ain't no big old freak or nothing like that. I like, sometimes two girls at the same time. I like, I'm like a one woman man. I like one woman that, please me real good and I please her real good. And shit, we kick back and fart on one another and watch Netflix and eat Subway cookies and different things of that nature. You know what I mean? I just ain't no big old freak. We ain't got to have strawberry cream and whipped cream and strawberries in the bed. You know what I mean? Whips and chain. No, that ain't me. But that's not get all off the tangent. Let's stay on course. So they still say that she allowed him to do his thing, outside the marriage, and she aware of it, and she cool with it. If she cool with it, who else could have a problem with it? But I brought that up just to mention that they wanted to divide them, and some society look at them people as if they should be divided and not representing together, which I disagree 100%. I feel like Monique and her husband is the best motherfucking tag team handling business, and I love the dynamic that they have. It reminds me of an uncle and an aunt that I never had, that I wish I could have had. Maybe one day I'll introduce myself and say, "Oh, you my dad?" Nah, we damn near the same age. No, they're a bit older than me. But yeah, I hope to meet them one day and just commend them and salute them on their covenant because it's a beautiful thing. But here it is, man. So Monique is into it with Tyler Perry, and let's see why. Let's unwrap it with Both the billionaires. Oprah Winfrey. Man, can you dig it? A DNY talking about Oprah Winfrey, man. You know what I mean? A trio DNY PA talking about Oprah Winfrey, man. Worth motherfucking billions, man. And talking about Tyler Perry worth motherfucking billion, man. Come on, man. Yeah, so basically let's put it like this. We talking about 2 billion now. Combined worth about 3.8 billion. What's a billion? Huh? What is a billion? I don't know, but keep going. Yeah, so Oprah worth about 2.8, whatever that means, 2.8, 2,800,000. No, I don't, 2 billion, 2,800,000,000. Man, I ain't finished, mouth. Or school, or class. I dropped out. Who give a fuck? And then your homie, he worth 1 billion. So you combine that together, you got $3.8 billion. Now, Monique, she a millionaire. She worth about 13 million. Okay, she worth about 13 million. So her being disgruntled, she not doing it as no poor and broke bitch who's struggling. She doing it wealthy. She doing it well off. She feels she's been wrong. Some of y'all who don't know how she been wrong, I'm gonna just cut through the chase and tell you. There was a time a while back, I don't remember what year, what date, but Monique was doing really well. She was on a syndicated show and she was on her way up the ladder. And she got offered a role. I don't remember exactly what role it was, but she got offered a role, and then her male counterpart got offered a role also, but he was paid tremendously well, and they were offering her some bullshit. She started speaking out against it. A little later on, they started getting Netflix specials. So her male counterparts, the cats who did the stand up, this and that, they were offered all these millions for their stand up or their Netflix special. And then when they came to Monique, they offered Monique some peanuts. So Monique again spoke out, hey man, I ain't with that shit. Bitch ass nigga, I'm Monique. I was on a syndicated show, you know what I'm saying? That did millions. I've been on this, I've been on that. Come on with the cho-cho. But they didn't want to do that. They went to talking amongst the circles of the producers and the production teams, the celebrities, this and that, and the people she thought were her friends, Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, who have two huge voices in Hollywood. You dig? They have two huge influences in that type shit, movies and productions and TV shows. So maybe sometimes they mix and mingling at these soirees and they having champagne and they're just talking. They're talking about business. They're just doing their thing. And somebody might say, I was thinking about casting Monique for this role. What do you guys think about that? Well, they say, well, it is said, instead of being a he say, she statement, it is said that Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey said, I wouldn't work with her because she's too difficult to work with. What does that do? Some may think, oh, that's just words. But it's almost like the phenomenal TikToker who's a foodie by the name of Keith Lee. Maybe you've come across Keith Lee on some social media platform. He's the say all, be all when it comes to visiting your food establishment and trying your products and saying, hey, this is good shit. If I was you, I would head on over to the Piggly Wigglies and get you a goddamn boudin chip beef pork sandwich. This shit good. Well, what happens is his followers, they run their motherfucking ass on over there if it's in their city or if they visit in that city and they flood those people with business. That means he has an influential word of suggestion. So somebody as powerful as a Oprah, yeah. Somebody as powerful as a Oprah Winfrey, and who's also come to power, a Tyler Perry, Tyler the creator, Wan Medea dress. Yeah. So Tyler Perry dress Wan motherfucking ass also has become major in that industry of film and production. So if these two powerful people, two powerful individuals suggest that you are a great actor and you should work with you, you being Monique. Guess what happens, folks? People are having the Keith Lee effect. They're knocking the doors down trying to work with Monique because of the power of the suggestion by these two influential people. You see what I'm saying, James? You see what I'm saying, Mr. James? Because of the power and the influence from these two major people, everybody wants to go and work with her now. But because they did not endorse her, because they did not co-sign her, because they did say, I would not work with her because she's too difficult. Therefore, what that did was blackball her. Blackball. What you mean? I ain't talking about this. This ain't no blackball. This ain't no vibrator. This is a back. This is a back massage. This is a massage on right now. Oh yeah, cause the massage works. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those words blackballed her. Blackballed in the DNY term in the industry is when privately people who are in powerful positions come together to elect to keep you on the outside and not fuck with you while you don't know. You are the last to find out. This is how you find out. You go to different places. Got a little tea. With dope tea. I got some good shit in it. Good healthy shit. I'll show you, okay? I'll show you a real life, for instance. I won't say what city, but I went to a record store many years ago. And I was moving around Texas and I was going to all these different record stores. And the response I was getting from certain record stores, they was excited. I was there. Thank you. Hey, let's do some business. Boom, just like that. Well, as I traveled further and got into a network of stores that certain people was affiliated with, the response was a bit different. When the unknowing clerk was waiting on me, he had the same response of all the previous stores. But when a certain manager arrived and asked a certain few questions, and I responded, he disappeared for a second to make a phone call. Once he made the phone call, he came back, and all the interest was no longer there. All the buying the music up front and building and connecting, and you can ship the rest whenever we run out, turned it to maybe you can co-sign, maybe you can consign, not co-sign, maybe you can consign and leave a few pieces. There was no more interest there. But there was no more interest there after he made a certain phone call and after he found out a certain set of information. Therefore, me realizing somebody's shit on the move who has influence. But we're going to leave that at that. Yeah? We're going to leave that at that. We're going to leave that at that. It's me, my nigga. It's me, Death's Head. It's me, James. It's me. Yeah. So we're going to leave that at that. And that's just on a small scale. But let's take it on this major scale. I'm a film producer. I got a role that will fit you, Death's Head. But James and Zay are partners. and they powerful film producers. They got major paper, they major players. And they know you. They got a relationship with you. So I'm thinking I could speak to James and Zay about Dev's Head and get the plug on hiring him for this film. But we somewhere at a party sipping and tripping Modelo and whatnot, whiskey and whatnot. And all of a sudden, when I mentioned to James, man, I'm thinking about getting Dev's Head to play this role. I got a role that's just right for him. And you say, you might want to skip that, find somebody else. Because Dev's Head is a difficult actor to work with. I might say, do you know this from experience? Then you say, yeah, I know it from experience. Always was difficult on set. And all of a sudden, they chime in. Yeah, I know from experience also. Dev's Head is very difficult to work with. Me being a new producer and respect y'all power and y'all influence, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take y'all suggestion. What will that do? That will therefore remove possible and potential revenue that Dev's Head would have made from my film. But because y'all told me straight business don't work with him, he'll never know how much money I was about to pay him. You see what I'm saying? He'll never know how much money I was finna pay him for them roles. And that's what took place with her being blackballed. When she started to smell that a lot of people didn't want to fuck with her, being her losing millions of dollars. And to me, man, that's a goddamn shame. You know what I mean? That's a goddamn shame. Because one of the things I noticed that she spoke on, she said that she spoke to Oprah about when she was starting out and they wanted to offer her, you know what I'm saying, the least amount for certain roles. And how she had to fight to get what she felt she deserved. So that's two people relating to each other, having the same experience, but one having it first. So let's say I was Dev's Head big brother in the game, and I experienced that first. I had to fight for my work. You did? And I learned the hiccups. I learned what not, what to do and what not to do. Why would I want Dev's Head to go back through that same shit I just came up out of? I'm gonna offer him information on how to sidestep that shit, how to bypass that shit, to make sure that he get the most, not the less. Not because I want him to be in my debt. It's a simple fact. If you so-called a friend of mine, I'm gonna show you trill shit. But we can't expect these actors and actresses who've been in Hollywood for many of years to have a trill bone in their motherfucking body. They have forgotten what propelled them to the stardom that they have. And they have been tainted by the money and the success and the people they can rub shoulders with. Human beings are some peculiar, how can I say, creatures. Very peculiar creatures. Well, let's move right along. Let's get down to brother D.L. Hugh. D.L. Hugh. He used to be on talk shows. He's a comic. He's a stand-up comedian. This and that, this and that. I never found him too funny. I I I checked him out. I see you, but he wasn't my type of comic. He was cool. You did. He was cool, but I wasn't checking for none of his movies. And he is a good actor. Don't let me sit here and take anything from the brother. He is a great actor, but at the same time, Everybody just ain't for everybody. So let's talk about a piece of a situation that came to the surface. She said she felt disrespected at one of his radio shows, which he wasn't present. His staff was there. They wanted to play a game that she felt was disrespectful. And so when she reported it to him, she say that he basically shunned it off like that's how we do it. You know what I'm talking about? Like get over, that's how we do it. But then he backed on and said when she brought it to his attention, he pulled the segment. Now that gets sticky because the husband also chimed in and said that he didn't pull it until after litigation was brought up to the forefront. And that's when he pulled it. But let's get to his gripe against Monique. He supposedly was angry at Monique because she supposedly exposed some personal business about his daughter being violated. But our beautiful sister Monique pointed out that he had already came to the forefront with the situation and the allegation. He already put it out there publicly. So let me ask you a question. How can she re-expose something he already exposed? I guess what he felt some kind of way about what she spoke on. She spoke on it in a way that would make a nigga feel disrespected. But what I heard her say to me was blatant truth. Not truth about what took place, but truth about the conduct after the allegations were brought to the table. She said that the individual who was accused was a powerful friend of DL. Also, DL didn't believe his daughter. And he didn't really bring it to the forefront about his friend because he didn't want to fuck up their relationship. I have no idea what that shit really about because me being in that type of position, I cannot tell you I would have handled it that way. All I can tell you is it's possibly my daughter would have been popping up on the trail cast talking about, hey y'all, can y'all send some soup? My daddy say to help him get out of jail. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all send some motherfucking soup to help my daddy get out of jail because he fucked around and went all the way left. And that's just me speaking from being a DNY and not being in a powerful position as a DL Hugh. But at the same time, somebody violating a female that close to you and your family, uh, I don't know. I'll just have to leave that at that. But at the same time, again, how can she re-expose something that you've already exposed? I can understand a nigga felt some kind of way about the commentation that she put with the re-exposure. Her point of view. And plus, she attacked him a few times verbally about different jokes that they have, you know what I'm saying? And they doing stand up against each other. So they're at odds with that situation. But one thing I like that Monique always does, she professed the concern about the black community and the love she still has for the individual that she's at odds with. And that's something we don't see in this day and age. And I got to respect it. I got to respect it. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can get their shit together. But what I will say about this industry wise, DL Hughley, I'm sorry, Red Fox looking light bulb head motherfucker, you took an L on that one. Monique outspit Fox and lip raps your ass, and you took an L on that one. You lost. Moving right along. Steve Harvey, big teeth, bald head, Beijing hair dyed, wearing motherfucking beautiful flute suit wearing motherfucker. He took a L. This bald head nigga sat on the couch with Monique, a bona fide, big boned, beautiful black female, a queen, who told him, sometimes, Steve, you must take a stance and speak the truth. Don't just do it privately, my brother. Don't just do it in private, my brother. And this nigga on the World Wide Web, on the national TV, sat in front of this black woman and emancipated himself in such a way. He told her, you can't do that. You think I'm gonna jeopardize all this motherfucking money? You think I'm gonna jeopardize all these motherfucking riches? I could bring generational wealth for my great grandkid, kids. You think I'm gonna go against the truth when I can live a lie and be paid like a motherfucker? Monique, I ain't got the nuts to do that. Right then, he didn't need to say nothing. To me, you are a puppet, sir. You are a well-paid puppet that will read any script given to you for the right price. You can be bought churches. You have no morals, no value, no standards. You don't give a fuck about community, nigga. This black woman sitting in front of you got more fucking balls than your ball ass head. And I don't know them people, bro. I'm just like you, on the outside looking in like a motherfucker. But I pay attention to small details. She upstaged his ass unintentionally by just being Trill. Trill recognized Trill, Monique. You upstaged Mr. Harvey by just being fucking Trill. Now, in this industry and in this life and in this world, you cannot walk around being your true self. You must put on your costume. You must put on your act. Or you will be in terrible position. Opposed, you will always be met with opposition. And right now, on a very small scale, I'm experiencing some of that from different odds and ends. But I've been this Trill this goddamn long. I ain't about to change a goddamn thing. I don't give a fuck what happens. God will make a way somehow. I heard Joe Rogan speaking to a friend online. And he said a friend told him about the situation. And they played the audio clip. It went a little something like, a coworker spoke to his boss and said, we're having some trouble. Things not going right with this or that. And the boss said, good. He backdoored and say, this deal didn't go through that was major that we were anticipating. The boss looked at him again and said, good. He came to him with another devastated, traumatizing piece of information. And the boss looked at him again and he said, I know what you're going to say. He said, you're going to say good. But why do you say good? He say, it's good that we are met with opposition. Therefore, we must use our brain to figure out the solution for the motherfucking problem every time a problem arises. See, some people get shipwrecked in the problem. They get stuck in the mud in the problem. Right there in the problem is where you're supposed to be coming up with motherfucking solution. But if you always got easy street, you ain't putting your thoughts together. You ain't calculating shit. You ain't solving it. It ain't shit to solve. Everything is too smooth. But when problems arise, that's when you put on your thinking cap. The hunt is on. That's when you put on your thinking. And if y'all don't know it, boy, right now, I got my motherfucking thinking cap on, nigga. Because I'm sitting in a goddamn problem, but I'm not going to stay there. You hear me? Mm-mm. Get your bitch ass up out the problem and start trying to find the motherfucking solution. It's easy to sit there in the problem. Let me give you an example. Corey Williams already. Let me give you an example. And this is just hypothetically off the top of my head. There's a man and a woman. They met in high school. They kissed, they got married, they had kids. They both went to college a little while, and one of them dropped out because now they got to start to provide. You understand? Now, while one providing, the other one he trying to, stay home and do this here and do that there to take care of the kids and working part-time job. Now they both come together and they sitting at the table after dinner and they crunching the numbers and the bills are way more than the income that's coming in. Instead of them putting their heads together and saying, let's put a budget together and see what we can cut back on, they argue with one another. Well, if you motherfucker bitch, yeah, ho, nigga, you always want to drink and smoke, nigga, pay these bit what? Now they in the problem. They're not coming out of the problem and coming together mentally and saying, what's the solution? What could we do? They're being divided by the problem. One begins to cheat. The other begins to drink a bit more. Now, they still together, they stuck. The lady going out cheating, getting a few extra dollars from a broke nigga, and she thinks she own in life. And the husband going out with his partner, drinking everything. They, instead of coming together and solving such a simple problem, they got stuck in the problem. And it divided. He became an alcoholic. She became a two-time host. And they lived like this here. To the husband died. This plagues our community so often. Probably every other house. Simple shit. Old folks used to say, don't you have no kids? Kids expensive. You plan on being broke? You know what I mean? Now, at a certain age, without your ducks in a row, you should slow it down. You did? You shouldn't just be going out there trying to see if your Johnson work, dropping juice everywhere to see if something gonna wind up crying and walking after that. Like, put that shit in the rubber. Now, once you are established and you can provide room and board and not be whooping on your goddamn child because you aggravated because you broke. You ever thought about that when you was a young parent? When you was broke, you was extra mad. Sit your goddamn ass down, motherfucker! All the baby did was stand up. You know what I mean? You that goddamn broke that shit. Hey, that shit set your motherfucker. Set it off in his mother. You know what I mean? But once you had money in the bank, the babies smeared shit on the wall. The babies took their pamper off and smeared shit on the wall and wrote their ABCs. And all you did was got a motherfucking paper towel and some spray cleaning, cleaned it up, popped them on their ass a little bit, and sent them on by their way. Cause after a motherfucker get a whooping, they sleep good as fuck. They in they baby bed sleep, and you sitting up watching TV. No big deal. Let that motherfucking baby would have ripped that pamper off and wrote his motherfucking ABCs and poo poo on your goddamn wall, and you was broke. You would have picked that summer bitch up and threw that bitch. Nah, man, let me quit. Just saying though. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an answer. Nigga, I remember one time I was going through some shit. My baby mama had left me, nigga. I'm at the crib, nigga. She left my motherfucking ass so good. I was going to the auction and we was already into it, but I was going to the auction and shit. I was only gonna be gone like 3, 4, 5 hours. When I left the house, everything was good. Everybody was chilling. I went on by my business and shit. Yeah, what you give me for this Camaro of 1900? All right, we start at 1500 going. Once I had my mama cook, my wife cooked some goddamn stove top shit. Say like shit, 2,000, 2,100, 4,000. Let's go. Yeah, right there, triple gold. Sold. All right, 4, 5 hours of that shit. I go back to the crib. I stick my key in the door. I'm ready to go tell her, baby, I bought 3, 4 cars and I got a steal on them. I stick my motherfucking key in the door and open up the door, nigga. It looked like the old Wild West. Nigga, I seen tumbleweed roll across the floor. That motherfucker was empty. She had took everything. She took everything. And I was like, is this a joke? Went in the room, that motherfucker was empty. She left my bed, because that was my bed, you know what I mean? I went in the kids' room and shit. They beds gone, nigga. They clothes gone. And reality started setting in. I tried to be on that fly shit. Oh yeah, shit, nigga. I got the house to myself, shit, nigga. Put me some hoes, you know what I'm saying? Cool, man. Yeah, bitch. All you did was gave me a player pad and shit. And I walked around that empty motherfucker. I ain't hear no TV. I ain't hear no game. I ain't hear no kids saying, Daddy, Daddy. And I went and sat on the bed. And I looked at him. I said, all that goddamn cheat, all that goddamn running around here like a motherfucker to tell her to horse. Sit your ass down, bitch. I'm the king of this motherfucker. I'll run this whole goddamn. Oh, 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 oh. It get lonely. You know what I mean? Oh, 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 that shit, nigga. Nigga, I think I curled up like a ball. I curled up like a ball. You know what I mean? And I was battling in between. I'm finna get me some hoes. To damn, I can't just access my children immediately. How will I access? Where have they gone? Is this forever? Like it started fucking me up. And I wasn't so excited no more about buying the cars I bought. The money I saved, how much profit I was gonna be able to make if I set up. And I just kind of shut down. I didn't call her because the statement had been so bold. I went on about my day. And the next day, I remember I was dispatched to the city of Port Arthur to clean the bulldozer. And I was in a daze. I pulled up and I was doing the work. And while I was doing the work, I discovered that pressure washing this bulldozer wasn't going to be the only task. I needed a torch to cut off some rebar and metal that had woven itself around the propellers of the bulldozer. And as I was cutting and pulling the shit off, I grabbed a real big thick piece, and it was jagged and raggedy at the end. And I was pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. And then it kind of sat in a position like it just sat there, like it was just sitting still like that. So I'm thinking, oh, it's cool, it's gonna be there. And so I took the torch and I went to fire just searing through. And as I got through a certain part of it, that part of that rebar that was just sitting there like this, the shit slung forward full fucking speed. Chwop! You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, my head moments ago was, I'm talking about, lined up with this jagged ass fucking iron and wire and metal. And when that shit released, like, it did such a slap that if my head would have still been in that position, nigga, that shit would have snatched my face off. And then it hit me. Nigga, you out here heartbroken, fucked up in the mind, trying to do work, almost murking your fucking self. Like, finish this shit and get the fuck away from here and go call that woman and find out what's going on. That's what I did. She told me straight business. That's it. Shit way too toxic. You wanna fuck hoes? You're free to go fuck them. That's what I did, man. You know what I'm saying? I got me about 8 motherfucking sluts and was rotating them bitches like a goddamn carousel. I'm riding on white horses and shit, you know what I mean? Fat horses and shit. You know, I'm riding motherfucking black horses, motherfucking Mexican horse. Nigga, I'm riding big. That shit still ain't make me happy though. You know what I mean? That shit still wasn't shit. I wound up catching all kinds of diseases and all types of shit. Get back to the goddamn subject. Nigga, this ain't about you. This ain't about your goddamn heartaches and heartbreaks, motherfucker. This is about Monique and her situation, nigga. Yeah. So basically, Tyler Perry and Oprah shitted on her name, therefore causing her to lose a bunch of money. She wants an apology from Oprah publicly. And she wants the same thing from Tyler. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about him, she got him on fucking phone call with some motherfucking audio of him saying, yeah, he was wrong. You know? She got the audio of Tyler Perry admitting that he was wrong. Now I don't know if she's gonna be able to sue that nigga for defamation. I don't even think she wants that. I think she wants, from me hearing the conversation, she wants that nigga to stop acting robotic. She wants that nigga to stop acting like a robotic bitch ass nigga and be the brother that maybe she once knew. The one thing we have to do in this world is realize, regardless of how bad I want you to be real, some people just not real. Some people are just full of shit. Some people are just hoe ass niggas. That's what they always gonna be. And you can't spend your whole goddamn life trying to change it. You can't even change your own kids. What makes you think you're gonna be able to change it? Dope. Y'all might have a conversation on the phone, and it may sound like, ooh, this nigga finna turn a new leaf. Man, that hoe ass nigga gonna hang up that phone and continue being a motherfucking hoe. Don't waste your goddamn time once people show you what the fuck they is and who the fuck they is. They is who the fuck they is. But I see, from my understanding, my interpretation, my perspective, Monique and her husband are coming from a heartfelt place, which in this business of entertainment and all this good shit, and you can't be bringing your heart in these motherfucking rooms. These people are playing for the goddamn power and playing for the wins and the rule. They not planning to line you up to rule with them, nigga. Everybody want power, nigga. You just a part of the goddamn game for them to stand on your goddamn shoulders so they can be tall as fuck and get some power off. Yeah, they gonna tell you they want shadow pocket. Yeah, my nigga, I wanna shoot you, man. I love you, my nigga. Secretly, they competition with you. They don't give a fuck your family. You don't know. You better be the one to give a fuck your family. Everybody ain't like you. Everybody don't have a heart like you. I know it's hard sometimes. We have these expectations thinking that people are caring and passionate like you said. But I've lived quite a long time, long enough to tell you, unfortunately, it's just not. It could be people very close to you in the proximity of having the same blood, and you can't fathom that this person doesn't have compassion for you. Because when you think about the shoe being on the other foot, you have so much concern, so much love, compassion for this individual. But when it's time for that individual to show you, they don't have a for what you got for them. So once people show you truly who, what they are, DNY, you better believe. You better believe. I know it's hard sometimes. Corey, it is a cold game. But it's hard sometimes. I'm gonna give you another example in another scenario. It was an individual. Okay, I would have laid my life down. As soon as that individual got in a better position, that individual would have laid nothing down, not even sit. But once I saw that, how loyal, how dedicated, it confused me. Because I thought to myself, look how invested I was in that other person. Didn't have an ounce of that investment. How was I? Ooh, how was I? How was the veil put over my eyes? And I couldn't see that until it was time. It's a cold game. This world in wicked, but we're able to witness it now during our lifespan. It's scary for the people who was raised well by grandparents, a truer parent who instilled moral value and right and wrong into certain individuals. You want to do these things to teach the people home training for them to be quality individuals. But it's almost like feeding them to the roof. I think that those elements should always be instilled along with survival element information. Like you make a motherfucker meek and humble, and that's it. You've created prey for the predator. I feel you should make a motherfucker all of the above. I teach my son to be very humble, very respectful, but equally involuntarily intentional. I teach them to do. I allow them to hurt sometimes so they know how I play in their minds sometimes to anger them, see their reaction. You don't want to disarm your loved one. You want to arm them with all the information that you can. I'm gonna wrap this up about Monique, and I'm gonna just say this. I'm biased on the whole Tyler Perry thing because I never did really get off into his movies. Not a big fan of it. I salute the brother on the incredible heights and feats he's been able to accomplish, but I never was a big Tyler Perry fan. I am a Monique fan. I always did fuck with Monique. Uh, Monique and Cat Williams, pretty much, they got a great relationship. But even then, I wasn't a huge Cat Williams fan. I acknowledge that Cat Williams was a entertaining, cold comedian, but I wasn't a fan of Cat Williams. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get off of that and just say I am biased because I like Monique and I like the new power dynamic. What's up with it? I like the new power dynamic that her and her husband has displayed. And so I am in favor of them winning whatever it is they might want. If it's just apologies, if it's more productions and more work to make more money, I wish they get all that. Because when they speak of where they coming from, it sounds like they coming from a place from the heart, which doesn't belong in this industry. But I'm gonna wrap this shit up by talking about this last thing, right? I was able to, man, look at my little cousin in here, man. My little cousin about uh 10, 12, 13 years old. Nigga say Tyler Perry home. Damn it, man. Big Justin Kemper in the building, man. Man, y'all don't even understand. Like, nigga, this my little like first cousin, man. This nigga here, man, hold up. I look at his brothers and shit. They're my first cousins, but I look at his brothers like my fucking blood brother. So this really like my little brother instead of my cousin. Well, young nigga, you ain't supposed to be in here, nigga. We talking grown folk talk, young nigga. We gonna hang out. I'm gonna say this here, then we gonna wrap this up. There was a video that went viral earlier. It was a older white man with a goatee, bald head. I don't know if he is. I don't know what he is. I'm not even gonna put that out there. But he's making a statement about how has hip hop and rap that we listen to served our community. He says he sees the death and the drama and the degradation of the music and what's going on with the community, how people are laying each other down. He see the negativity in the music. I look at that as saying, I'm gonna chop your legs off and say, hey, you short. Because what he really needs to look at is how did we arrive in that position for these kids to feel that savage, to feel that ruthless. There's some elements, poverty and ignorance. When you have intelligence and abundance, ain't nobody thinking of fucking savages. Ain't nobody thinking like a savage. But when you have young individuals being raised by young minded individuals who don't know how to raise, you create something other than a humble and a morally sane and a meek child. Like OG Person said recently, you create a Frankenstein. Back in the day, my mother used to hang out, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of ladies, go out with her sister. And her sister introduced her to a homegirl. She's like, my homegirl want to go out with us, this and that, this and that. Well, we had an older brother, so my mom would just shoot my older brother $12, $13 to babysit. Problem solved. My aunt, she had a older daughter, probably about my age or some shit, but it was cool. Left them at our house sometime or left them alone sometime, but most of the time they be at my house, so my mom and them can go out. So she bring my mama to a homegirl house, and my mama say when they get there, it's kind of destitute, it's kind of what I'm saying, poor and broke type shit, but she ain't judging it. So when she walk in, old girl say, I ain't ready yet. Let me get my stuff together. But she said all she hear is the children saying, Mama, we hungry. Mama, we hungry. Mama, we hungry. During this time, she's ready now. She's ready to leave. But the kids are still saying, Mama, we hungry. My mama like, you ain't gonna fix them kids some food or something before we leave to go to the club? She like, oh girl, let me just get them something. She went in the icebox, my mama said, and grabbed a pack of wings and started making it rain, throwing the bitches at the kids on the floor. Like, dog. I'm not even gonna finish this story. But this is the early 80s. This is the early 80s with a mother conducting herself this way so she can go attend a celebration, a party. When you go out to the club, that means that you have some accomplishment. You're going to celebrate. See, the average person don't go to the club for that reason. The average person going to the club to try to hit a lick. The average person going to the club try to pull a new mate or some shit like that. They don't even have a reason to celebrate. They still broke than a motherfucker. They ain't did shit. They ain't worked all week. They ain't bought no new outfit. They just got their funk ass in the club trying to come up on something. But that ain't nothing for you to abandon your children without giving them the proper nutrition so you can go shake your funk ass. But these days, think of the abandonment now. Think of the drugs that's being used. Think of the positions that these children are in. Think of the lack of protection for these children that they're exposed to. You see these children and their faces look calm. They look like normal individuals, but behind those eyes and those minds and that memory brain, You don't know what the fuck they took. So for them to be careless and heartless, well, we got Frankenstein all around. But he pointed out this is because of music. It's easy to put somebody's legs off and say the show. How about you point out the atrocity that took place, that your ancestors put in place hundreds of years ago, that's still being perpetuated. Right now, socially, we still systematically being fucked over. Every couple of years, you find a farce, you find a situation that was taking place where black people were discriminated against. A housing market. You put on your application, you trying to buy a house in this area, what color is black? Oh, no, you can't get no motherfucking loan. Oh, no, we ain't got none of them. I'll let them. Systematically, man. 3,024. We still being oppressed. So no, rap music did not create niggas. Mr. White Man. Your ancestors did. Your ancestors did. So now you're witnessing, as we've been witnessing, nigga shit. That's all you doing, bro. You just witnessing nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? We've been witnessing that shit, you know what I'm talking about? We've been witnessing that shit for years, but hey, man, sit back and do what you do. We ain't in y'all business come out with skinheads doing it. We ain't saying that heavy metal making motherfucking skinheads do what they do, nigga. We just telling you straight up. Back in the day, this shit was created by your ancestors. So now, you know, y'all created the nigga. Now watch what the niggas do.
Done it all. I done touched it all. Touched it all. I done done it all. Oh, I done done it all. Done it all. I put that on my wood, yeah. I grip it on my wood, yeah. I done done it all. Done it all. I done it all. He's I put that on my wood, yeah. I grip it on my wood. Let's go. Big faces, tight laces, it's paper I'm chasing. Large cases, I'm racing. No time for wasting. Plenty hate and conversation when you making a statement. I'd rather show, not tell, instead of waiting on placement. Took the bull by the horns, why you hate me for that? Had more niggas on my side when I was out selling crack. Taking penitentiary chances, yeah, my pockets were fat. My family depending on me, I had to stop doing that. I'm trying to make my mama proud and enjoy my life. So much wrong I done done, I'm about to bust me a right. And I don't care who's down or who knock my moves, cause on the cool, y'all fools want me to lose. You rather be in my shoes instead of rocking your own. I wish that all these fake niggas would just leave me alone and go on and find yourself a new motivator. I'm sick and tired of these marks and these bitch ass haters. I done it all. Oh, I done done it all. Ooh, I put that on my wood, yeah. I grip it on my wood, yeah. I done done it all. Oh, I done done it all. I put that on my wood, yeah. I grip it on my wood, yeah. My hood and your hood, probably one and the same. Some trill, some real, some straight up lame. I don't knock now, nigga, nah, that just ain't me. When you a player from the start, that's the way it should be. I tell them get money, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. And if you see me at the club, I don't stand in no lines. A lot of boys clout chasing, pretending they own, like they never had shit, living words of a song. I'm in the zone, I'm staying on my Trill campaign. You was a G like me, you would be doing the same. Get your mind on your money, homie, really get on it. Stop acting like a bitch, or you a man or a woman. Some niggas phony, man, I don't fuck with them dudes. Niggas love playing victim, they hustling to lose. Nigga, I spit it high, go, irrevocable truth. I keep it trill in the streets and 2 trill in the booth. Yeah.
But these days